This is some rapid for fun, so let's get right into it. Also, sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I'm a bit sick. Let's go d4. Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit accepted. I think knight f3. Yeah, this is some weird stuff. I am out of theory already, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, e4 seems logical. I don't really see a reason to play anything else. I mean, I guess he wants to play e5, but then d5 hitting his knight, yeah. So just bishop here, I assume. Yeah, so sure, my pawn structure is a little bit strange, but I'm just happy to have the bishop pair. That's a weird move. Okay, let's go a4. So a6. Take. It doesn't look so shockingly fantastic, I guess. What do we want to go for here? Okay, let's say knight c3. Threatening to take and, take the rook when pawn here. Then he can play b4. And I was thinking knight d5, but this knight always defends, so he can just play e6 and kick my knight away, which is a bit irritating. But I guess I'm just winning the c4 pawn after something like knight a2, I guess, but that's just weird. Yeah, but I guess we're gonna go for it. Okay, just goes for this instead. Strange. So should we take his rook first? Or take here? I'm gonna say we take his rook first, because then we're threatening to take c7 after this. And of course I missed this, but luckily it does not hang anything as far as I can see. Okay. What's a play here? Bishop d2 is a move, queen c2 is a move. Okay, queen c2 is bad because of one check. Maybe let's just play some weird stuff. Bishop d2 is kind of unplayable because it's politics. Just go queen c1, stop the checks. I guess just take back the pawn. What's the point? This is still hanging. We're up a pawn with the bishop pair, that's always nice. I think we should castle. Maybe should have kept the king in the center, but I think king is a bit safer over here. Always covering any checks. Our goal is simply to get the queen straighted off at this point and have a pretty pleasant endgame, I suppose. So let's take control of the A file. It seems pretty logical. Queen over here, yeah, he's hitting this. Quite irritating. Yeah, and if I allow him to take that, obviously he just has a draw. Very irritating. So I think my only way to keep the game going is to play something like bishop b2. Or I guess move my rook and sack the pawn, but I don't see why I would do that. But it does seem maybe a little bit dangerous, but okay. Goes for this. Interesting. So I guess I can take. Queen takes c2. Wait, I have queen a6 here. Let's see, queen a6. I'm defending my bishop. I'm hitting his knight. I guess knight b8. But then I just take, opening a discovered attack on his queen. And he moves his queen with check. Very annoying. Yeah, so what to do after knight b8? Looks to be very irritating. But I definitely just don't want to give away this bishop. I don't see why I did that. Do I have any other strong move here? Hitting the knight? How about like queen a4? That just, like, he just moves the knight or defends it? I don't see what I'm doing there. Okay, I think queen a6 is pretty logical. Whoa. Man, I'm really missing a lot of stuff today. Okay. I guess like some bishop here. Maybe. Oh, that just gets me forked. Yeah. Okay, so I definitely messed up my position pretty bad. Knight there. That's quite odd. Problem is he can always bail out with a draw. What I mean. Maybe getting a draw here is not so bad. I don't know. You can just bring a knight into d5 though. And I don't know what this queen move was accomplishing. Yeah, definitely messed up my position pretty bad here. Okay, well, we gotta just make moves. Right? That's all that you can really do here. So right there, let's go like queen here or something, I don't know. Just goes h6. Interesting move. Let's go here. I just wanna, I don't know, get rid of this f3 weakness. Just gotta keep it going. Here looks like a nice move. Yeah, what's play? I guess can't drop the bishop back, that pawn hangs. Right. But I mean, what else can I really do here? This position is like unplayable. Bishop here, maybe. My point is, I just want to try and trade off the pieces and find a way to survive here somehow. Yeah, but this is some pretty good play from my opponent. Also combined with some pretty sketchy play for me. I made a few mistakes in the opening. I was definitely, probably completely winning at some point because bishop pair and I was up a pawn, I think. But yeah, now I have just horrendously messed this up. Just pulls his knight back. Alright, I think we gotta try and break out of our position somehow. That's another really good find from him, actually. Yeah, what to do about that? Queen f1, I guess. This is just nonsense, to be completely honest. But, nah, that doesn't work. Does not even work. There's not a single thing to fight for here. This is just pain. Put quite simply. Yeah, so he wants to win a pawn there. I mean, what do you want me to do about that? At least I'm setting up tricks, I guess, but it is just hopeless. I guess, like, I can't move the bishop. My queen is just standing behind it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna resign this. I am not feeling like fighting back this lost position. Alright. So I was definitely completely winning at some point, yeah. And then I just decided to mess everything up. So, analysis, please. This was all fine, e4 was good, bishop e3 was alright, should have played b5. Yeah, so I knew that b5 was a weird move because basically black should like never play b5 in Queen's Gambit type openings unless it is an a6 line where you play like a6 very early, or it's like a semi-Slav or Slav type of opening where you've played c6 very early. So playing b5 without like any support I knew was bad, but a4 is a very typical way to respond. It's just not good here though, apparently. Knight c3 was weird. I mean, yeah, sometimes you make like natural moves, right? Like I'm bringing a knight into the game. It seems logical, but it just fails to the fact that calculation is better, right? If I had calculated and seen that d5 was needed, and you know d5 was needed here as well, then I would have a larger advantage here. But it's also very instructive because usually when you get a big pawn center and your opponent doesn't have any pawns controlling the center, then you use that pawn center to like push back their pieces. So d5 is a relatively I guess thematic move, but I just underestimated it, I guess. Strange. So obviously I like winning 3 pawns. Yeah, queen c1 was alright. Should have played queen takes. Just allowing queen a1 check because I can go back. King d2? Wow. I mean, yeah, this is just a lot of the mistakes I made in this game are just like I need to have better principles and understand the value of, I guess, different kind of, principles in chess a bit better. Because I kind of knew that maybe I could put my, well, not in this line, but I knew that in this structure it might be okay to put my king in the center because I have so many pawns and pieces defending. Okay, there's not that many pieces left on the board. He doesn't have any bishops to attack me. His rook is, you know, stuck in the corner. So, you know, I don't know. I think it's kind of logical to put the king in the center, but at the same time, it's very difficult for a player of my caliber to notice these differences and not only notice them, but also like play them out on the board. That's definitely something that I need to get a bit better at, I suppose. It's taking on c4 was fine. I shouldn't have castled. Yeah. Good finds from my opponent. Yeah, so bishop d2 is an alright move, but not the best. I could have played queen d1, but it's already kind of going wrong for whites. But again, like, so many of these mistakes are just logical moves that fail because there was something better. Like queen a1, it's trying to take control of the a file, right? It's attempting to trade queens. It makes some sense, but it just fails to raw calculation, I suppose. Yeah, so queen a6 was bad because I missed this. I thought that knight b8, and I would play something like queen back here, perhaps, which is bad for some reason. This was better, but and then I thought that this was maybe okay for me, but obviously my opponent finds correct move, and he also finds this. I really thought that he could fork me here, but I guess not. Okay, well, he can. It's just not the best move. Yeah, I don't know. Very strange. I mean, 97 is an incredible find, but it makes a lot of sense. He just wants to put the knight in on d5, and that's about it. He puts this knight in. What was the issue with this? Just not the strongest move, because then I can bring a rook over to c1. I mean, yeah. Really good understanding from my opponent. I just kind of got outclassed this game. Yeah, so knight in was logical, queen back was logical, f4 was alright. Rook here was good, bishop here was good. Yeah, and I just am not playing very well today. But I mean, I guess it's alright. A lot of the time when you play against a stronger opponent, you eventually just make a stupid blunder. So, you know, so much as simply blundering a pin is not really not very good for maybe a player of my caliber. I think that 2000 is probably strong enough to not blunder these tactics usually, but yeah, I just kind of got cooked this game. Yeah, and I'm just playing random moves with the queen. Designs. Yep, very well played from my opponent. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.